How would you like to live on an island set apart from the rest of the world? Well, for me, this is not a wish, this is actually a reality. I live in Okinawa, Japan, and I have lived here for going on 3 years now. I would like to share with you some information about Okinawa, some of its origin and the, its location, as well as people and how it's actually been a part of Japan for all this time. And then I would like to talk about some unique aspects of the island. And finally, I want to talk about a few things that uh, I have noticed about the island, personal observations, and some work aspects. Now, having said all that, I'd like to talk about the first thing will be a brief history of Okinawa. And I got all of my history information from a website I went to. It's called www.hakiyaku.com, and it is actually published by Free Light Software. So, saying that, Okinawa can be dated all the way back to the 6th century, which is when it was its first recorded time and mention of these islands. Okinawa is actually part of a series of islands called the Ryukyu Islands, and it is located in the Pacific Ocean between mainland Japan and Taiwan. And it's a fairly small island, and as far as the people go, it has a huge Japanese culture with a little bit of Chinese culture mixed in here on the island, and that is due to influx of Chinese immigrants during a lot of trade that was going on between Japan and China. And as far as it being part of Japan, it was actually only not part of Japan one other time before the U.S., and that was it was ruled by China, and then it was quickly retaken by Japan. And then after the World War II, the U.S. occupied Okinawa and Japan actually, for 27 years before Okinawa was turned over to the government of Japan again. And just a brief history again. I wanted to give you guys. So after saying all that, now I want to talk about some unique aspects of the island. There are countless unique aspects about Okinawa Island, but I'm only going to go over a couple. And obviously, the most obvious ones to me are weather and landscape. So, unique aspects of the weather of Okinawa are obviously the typhoons. I don't know if anybody knows what a typhoon is. It's very similar to a hurricane, except that it spins the other way. And they're actually very common here. Probably maybe 15 to 20 a year, and it's probably due to the warm climate, obviously, and which is another aspect of Okinawa, is the very warm climate. I don't think I've ever known it to be colder than 50 degrees here, which is nice for me because I love the water and I like diving and swimming and things of that nature. And another unique aspect besides the weather would be landscape. Obviously, it's an island, not a whole lot of area for development, so the areas that people live in are so compact, and it can be very hard to get around at times and hard to find some place to do. And another aspect of landscapes are the ocean views. Pretty much go anywhere and see the ocean, and it's very unique to this island. And the areas where people do live, they have a lot of buildings and a lot of concrete roads and things of that nature. Not a whole lot of vegetation in the areas that the people actually live. So that's just a couple aspects of Okinawa that I wanted to go over, and as far as weather and landscape. And having those insights, I just want to talk about what it's like for me to live in Okinawa, as far as working, and some personal observations that I've had. Now, life in Okinawa is very slow paced compared to the United States and most other countries. Uh, Working here has been a pretty good experience for me, and I would definitely recommend it. As far as the slow paced thing goes, even the expressways here, you don't go more than 80 kilometers, which is about 48 miles per hour, and that's on the expressway. So everything here is just real slow, and everybody takes their time doing things, and it takes some getting used to. So it's just one of the unique observations that I've had, and as far as work goes, it's definitely been a great career experience for me, working uh, besides the Japanese local nationals, and getting to know them and learning their cultures and things like that. And again, I would definitely recommend it to anybody. And it's something that I think if you had a chance to do it, take the chance to do it, because it'd definitely be a good experience. Um, I've been going over all this, giving you a brief history of Okinawa, people, location, origin, how it became part of Japan. I talked about unique aspects of the island, uh, basically weather and landscape, and I've also gone over some my life in Okinawa, some work aspects, and some personal observations that I've had. And going over all this, I hope you have a better understanding of Okinawa, and I hope that everyone understands what it's like to live and work on an island, and it's just something that I would definitely recommend to anybody if you get a chance. It's a great experience, and I hope you've gotten something out of this briefing. So thank you.